Yo, welcome to Nerds of the Core podcast, episode 33. I am your host, the one and only, with my co-host here, Scorpion. And here's where we bring you the AMVs, the anime, the movies, and the video games that we've heard throughout the week to bring it to your ears and bring it to your faces. So sit back, relax, enjoy the ride. So let's get it on with some anime. It's funny, it's because it's usually how it goes. However, there is something I do have that's not anime related. It's nerdy related. Ha ha ha, nerds to the core. But what I want to do is I want to shout out somebody. As I need to shout out a man named Matthew Esposito. And I don't know if you've heard this name, but it's obviously going around crazy on my social media because he created something on Lego ideas, which people can create. Lego lets people create these ideas, obviously, and give it to them and give pictures and things like that. And if it's good enough where it wins or gets like top of the page, they start to create that thing and create that idea and make it an official Lego property or official Lego like branded. And he created the MonsterVerse version of Godzilla.
That's fine.
And like it's fat, big old thighs, it's blue. It has blue on the back, not pink. But he made that, and it's gonna be like the first official Godzilla Lego property like build. And I'm super excited. I'm super happy that that is being created. Because you know me. Come on. You know me. My shelf, my Godzilla shelf. Come on. My Godzilla shirt, Godzilla hat, Godzilla boxers, Godzilla socks.
No one can read that.
It says Godzilla.
I could say rice.
So I'm just super excited. Recently, Matt Frank, a guy who does a bunch of like the artwork for Godzilla, he just came back out on stock with one of his Blu-ray cases for all of the movies. Because what you got me, beautiful Showa collection, Citroen collection, beautiful artwork of the just Showa collection.
Yeah.
Then me and you went on the adventure of buying all the Blu-rays and things like that, all these different kind of places. But this guy, he created artwork specifically for each era, and all the DVDs can fit in those Blu-rays.
Nice.
And I was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. It's signed by him. It's a guy who is well known in the Godzilla scene. And I bought the last movie that I need to complete my collection. So I was like, I know I have every Godzilla movie except for -1. But
you had it already.
No, it's because I want to buy the big collection, the deluxe edition, collector's edition version. But all the special features are on Japanese with no subtitles. And the person in me is like, I can't justify buying something I cannot nor listen to nor read. So it's like, kind of.
I mean, you can listen to it.
I can listen to it, but I won't know anything about it.
Look at Otto.
I was thinking like, oh, maybe I can like put the phone up for like Google Translate or whatever. Yeah, or that. But I was like, that's just more money. But I was like, you know what? I'll hold off. I will get Godzilla -1 eventually.
It's like the Otto concert.
Yeah.
There's no subtitles.
Yeah, but I mean, music's different. With the special feature, I'm just watching something happening on TV without knowing what's going on.
You can just put it as background noise.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
And then at some point you'll understand. He's like, oh, he said baka.
that I know. Okay, but yes, now anime. But yeah, thank you, Matthew Esposito. You're the best. Thank you for bringing Godzilla to the Lego realm. But okay, let's get on with some anime. What you got for me?
I got one thing only.
Okay, doesn't surprise me.
Shoot.
There you go. You saw the topics right there? All the 2 topics?
All 1 topic. So the only anime thing I have, it's
Soul Leveling.
Soul Leveling.
I thought so. I saw it when I walked by.
Yeah, it's the most watched anime ever on Crunchyroll, confirmed by Sony.
Yeah, which I'm like, who's Sony? Why are they the ones that say?
Because Crunchyroll's under their banner.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But yes, Solo Leveling is most watched ever of all time. So I was like, interesting. Where is that coming in? You know?
I don't know.
Like, are we talking about like longevity or just on Crunchyroll?
Just on Crunchyroll.
But like,
it's only on Crunchyroll.
You're talking about no. I'm saying like you have like what 24 episodes of Solo, give or take.
Yeah.
And then you have 1,000 of One Piece. So it's like all that accumulated. That was still more watched than that.
Apparently.
That's crazy to me. Like it's the abundance of episodes of things. It's like, so you're saying since the beginning of Crunchyroll, this one anime is the most watched of all time.
Has probably a lot of replayability.
Do you think so? I mean, I don't think so.
It's like we don't watch anime like right off the bat, like rewatch it.
We could.
But we could,
Yeah.
but we don't.
Yeah.
But like in my case, I'm rewatching / just watching like Yu Yu Hakusho and Dragon Ball, mostly because I haven't really seen it, but I know things of it.
Yeah.
So it's like that weird like space. But like that's I don't know. But people might just watch animes just for the heck of it. It's like watching like how I put 70 Show on as a background noise. They could just be doing the same thing.
Yeah.
So or it's like, have you seen this cool anime? And they're like, I don't watch anime. Well, let me put you onto this one. And then it's like, yeah.
I mean, it's just like, it doesn't seem like it's legit though. It's easier to rewatch 24 episodes than it is 1,000 episodes.
Yep.
But like to watch that many, it's just crazy to think that one anime I beat out every single other anime that's
It could also just be an accumulative of like just people watching an episode.
See, that makes more sense. That makes more sense to me than the entirety of Solo Leveling.
But it's still Solo
going
Leveling.
up against Full Metal Alchemist, One Piece, Naruto, Shippuden, like all these other ones. You're telling me that this brand new anime out of nowhere it beat out all of it. Yes, it's getting all the ratings. Yes, it's getting all that stuff. But I mean, I just don't realistically see how animes that have been out for years gets beat out by one anime that's from last year. But so I mean, I've kind of sold myself to be a Solo Leveling hater, I guess, even though I do like it. But another and then one of my other topics, I guess my last anime topic, I guess I got no, but we got to talk about a movie that me and you just recently watched on Netflix, just came out. It is called K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah.
Okay.
I keep wanting to say Demon City Hunters.
No, it's like Demon Hunters. So this is our review for K-pop Demon Hunters. 1 out of 10. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. 9 out of 10.
9.
Yeah, obviously. It was fantastic.
The music is great.
The action is so great.
The scenery, the colors.
And the thing I constantly kept bringing up was the facial expression. Oh my God, they did that to the T and like definitely gave this vibe of like both anime and modern animation. Like it gave us these two worlds together. Yeah. Like, whoa, it's so cool. And then like something big in the story happens very early on.
Yeah.
Which we were both super surprised. Like I was like, whoa, that's how you do a trailer, because it did not show anything in the trailer. And then it's revealed, and we're like, whoa, how is this going to turn out? There are literally 3 different endings, 4 different endings, and could go into a sequel. It doesn't. I don't think so.
I don't think so. People are like, season 2? Or someone says season 2, and it's like, it's a movie, though.
You can assume that what happens at the end, that they're going to pass the torch of some sort, but I mean, I don't know. They're still young themselves.
Yeah. They're not like old.
But I definitely would have loved to hear the music from the past.
I thought, that would have been cool to see, at least for every generation.
Like one song. Like, what was that song?
Whatever song that we were playing, essentially.
Because they went through, like, back from feudal Japan to, like, 70s to 80s to 90s and current, stuff. I thought it was cool. There's always that crew. There's always that team, It was really dope. The villain, obviously, misunderstood, and then, all these things, emotional. Great. Did pull on a little bit of a heartstring. Didn't make me tear up, but it did pull a little bit. But overall, I mean, it's just a great time. Sony has definitely mastered that animation.
Yeah,
for sure. Right. Yep. Out of the 3 girls, which one's your favorite? You had Mira, you had Rumi, and then you had Zoe.
Mira, probably.
Yeah. The troubled child.
Yeah. She's cool.
No, Zoe's mine.
Yeah.
At the doctor, where she's like, I'm not like that. Am I like that? Am I like that? You would tell me if I'm like that.
And they're like,
and her eyes like all getting all big and everything. It's great. It's hilarious. Please go watch that movie so we can show people that like this is what we want. This is the kind of movies that we want.
It's really good.
And like again, bringing back to what my mom says, it's like if it makes you laugh, if it makes you cry a little bit, and if it has great action, got a great movie there.
Yeah.
Almost a 10 out of 10. My next topic, as I wanted to go into, was now my movie anime kind of realm because we talk about it. It's live action One Piece. So on a red carpet, I think of the Tadun. I'm pretty sure it was Tadun. He had the live action One Piece call out WWE,
Yeah, I saw that.
and Yaki was like, I want to fight them all. And I'm just thinking in my head, do you think Luffy alone could take out the entirety of the roster of WWE?
Well, yeah, because they're normal people.
Yeah, I know.
So,
But I
yeah.
mean, like, you don't think like he's still a child.
Yeah, a child made of rubber.
Mm-hmm.
Their attacks ain't gonna do nothing. It's like SpongeBob.
You can still hold him.
He can like himself.
What do you mean himself?
He can himself.
What does that mean?
He
can poop
squeeze himself. Yeah. No one wants to fight someone that pooped themselves.
Yeah, it's very true. Very true. I ain't touching nobody that's done that to themselves.
But no, he can like squirm his way out.
So you think? Okay, what about it? Okay, think just Iñaki, like Iñaki,
No.
not Luffy.
No.
Not Sanchez.
No.
You want to give him a title run? You want to give him a title belt?
No.
I mean, I think Iñaki. I mean, he comes from Spanish heritage, so I think he could run the ring with some people.
No.
You don't think Iñaki could do it?
No.
You don't think? No, I'm not talking about beat them. I'm talking about like, could he run a match?
I don't think so.
I don't think
well,
so.
He'd have to go into training. So
I think he could. I mean, he's already doing all this action training for Luffy.
Well, that's different though.
I mean, it's different, yeah. Like, okay, do you think? Oh man, I'm thinking on his name, but Sanji. Do you think he could run a match?
Probably not.
What? Yeah. Even with all his training?
I mean, it's a different game.
I mean, it's a different game, yes, but I'm just saying, it's like both acting and action. You don't think they
no, I don't think so because they're.
So how does Stephen Amell do it?
Well, he's used to it. I mean, he's actually like doing all the stuff.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
He did okay.
He's a huge fan.
Yeah.
So he's watched.
Who says Iñaki isn't?
Well, it's different from what if they wanted to just go into it right away.
Mm-hmm.
But like Stephen Amell had put training even prior to that because he was also in a wrestling TV show, so he had some experience going into it.
Yeah.
So he knew how to like do the moves and all this stuff. But for them, it's like they're only filming a certain amount of hours, taking breaks, and then boom, or they get a stunt double to do it. It's not themselves. I don't think they can. Like, I don't think they want to like injure like a talent.
I think most of them. I think they don't use them. I'm pretty sure they do most of their own stuff.
I mean, simplistic stuff, yeah, but
I'm pretty sure most of the stuff they do is on their own. No, you've seen it?
I know there's a stunt team for it.
I know there's a stunt team, but I don't think I've seen stunt doubles.
Well, I mean, they're not gonna show you the stunt doubles.
Maybe for Usopp. Maybe Usopp has one.
They're like, you seen?
It'd be more funny if like Zoro doesn't have one, but Usopp has like 5.
One. It reminds me of a Harp Girl.
Yeah.
She was like, most people say that I can't dunk, and so another guy just
like a man.
Yeah. Cracks me up.
Yeah, but the reason I brought up live action is because not only because of Iñaki, and the Luffy crew, but Emily Rudd.
Yeah.
Was also called out that she wants to do a super spear and she wants to do a sharpshooter or a twisted fate.
It's just called a spear.
Oh, she said super spear. I quoted her. How she said it. So she said spear, and then she also wants to do the fate.
Yeah, I saw that.
Obviously,
Matt Hardy.
Matt Hardy was like, I just gave the blessing to this dude. Like, what's going on in the world? And she wrote, I'm just saying, if I got your blessing, I know I know what I'm training up for season 3. Who needs a bow staff? And he says, blessing has been given. Make us proud. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna flip out if in season 3 or season 2 in One Piece?
She said season 3.
She said season 3 because I copied her thing perfectly.
No, but you said season 3, but then you corrected yourself and said season 2.
No, because in her Twitter and her tweet it says season 3.
Right.
Well, so I guess season 2 is already wrapped, so they're already gonna go to.
Yeah, because she said season 3, and then you're like, what would you do if she does in season 2?
Yeah, because my brain knows season 2 isn't out yet. But that's how my brain works. But she says because season 2 dropped. The question is, Emily Rudd, if she hits a Twisted Fate in One Piece live action, are you freaking out? Are you going crazy?
Yeah, I am.
I am.
People are gonna be pissed though.
Why? Because it's not what Nami would do.
That's not what she does, and I'm like, can you just enjoy it? This is for entertainment. Like whether it's a TV show.
If she's gonna hit the Twisted Fate on someone, it has to be Luffy. She has to like get really mad pissed off at Luffy, and she just has him in a Twisted Fate. It's a camper.
They're really funny.
Right? I think like, oh, he went and buy something, or he went to go eat all their food, and she's pissed off at him, and then boom, twisted fate. And she also hit this, and I thought it was really funny.
Well, that's Jeff.
I know, but like hitting the thing.
Yeah, Jeff
Can't remember
again.
Yeah, I know it's Jeff. I'm agreeing with you. You don't have to.
There's no name to that though.
I know it's not. That's why I said his thing.
It cracks me up though when people are like, when there's no towels in the restroom, so you gotta dry your hands, so you're like,
You do the Jeff.
Yeah.
I like when someone climbs up a ladder. He's like fixing something, and then he's like,
the intrusive thought. That's how it was in one of my jobs. Whenever I had to get on a ladder. I forgot how high it was, but I had to like do something up there with the lights, and I'd be up there, and I'm like, well, there's a mattress up there. I could just swanton bomb.
But okay, but I would love to see that, and it's almost like them giving their own like fandom, like things that they like, putting it in whatever they do in their work.
Honestly, like I wouldn't be opposed. It'd be fun to see. It'd also be a good way to promote the show, like the new season for One Piece.
Yeah, I think so too.
To have them just on there, but I felt like it also would have worked years prior when they had the celebrity hosting on Raw. Like they didn't have a manager, so they would get a celebrity every single time. And most of the time, it was just like, oh, promoted a movie or just for the heck of it.
I know, like you talking about that. It's like another thing. They would never do it, but when celebrity deathmatch was a thing, like have that happen, but with anime characters, I think really funny. But another, my next movie topic is that Moana 3 is reported.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Like, what the heck? Why? I know it's all about money. We go towards where the money is, and 2 made money, and I guess they're like, okay, who cares about making another movie? Let's just make another sequel to Moana.
They're like, who cares if the story doesn't like connect with people?
Yeah, I mean, like I was out of it in the second one. The second one is nowhere near as good as the first, in my opinion.
And not only do you have Moana 3, but then you're gonna have the live action.
I know. So like to have those kind of in the same realm, I'm like, what the heck? That's crazy.
It hasn't even been years since the first one, right?
Yeah.
Well, like compare like Lion King to Lion King when they came out.
But and then in turn, with that being in the works, I also read that Walt Disney is animation like team teases that there might be a return for 2D animation. I brought this up the last time ago. This is what they should do. And they said that the boss was like, artists are doing some bonkers, amazing things, but that's all they can say.
A Goofy movie 3.
Would you want that?
No,
I wouldn't either.
Well, what was I gonna say? Has there not been a 2D animated movie in a minute?
If there is, it's like it's a short. It's not even like an actual like movie.
Off your top of your head, what was the last one?
Last one, I want to say Princess and the Frog.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
I think that was the last one I can think of off the top of my head. Yeah.
I honestly don't know. I don't think I kept up with any of Disney stuff after a while.
You're more in and out just because you're more of an adult. You have Disney Plus.
Yeah. And
you kind of just see it, like you don't. You couldn't tell me the new Disney Pixar movie that's out right now.
Elio's.
Oh, you got it, Elio. Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know?
I saw it on there.
Oh, on my For You page, so it's not even you, it's mine.
But I don't know if you saw also, but apparently they have like bloopers at the end of that movie.
Yeah, they do. They brought back. Like, we literally just talked about it. They must have heard the podcast. I mean, we told them bring them back. I mean, that's what we want. But yeah, I saw some bloopers.
Yeah. I thought that was pretty cool.
So I'm excited. It makes me a little bit more excited for Elio. I wasn't super gravitated towards Elio, but I mean, just a good time, fun time. Just to see it again, like it's not touching like WALL-E, Toy Story, like all those other movies.
I feel like, well, I haven't seen any of new Disney movies.
I know you haven't.
Besides like Moana, maybe. That's not even that new. But anyway.
No, yeah, it's not that new.
But anyway, it's like, I just feel like they don't have like the
like a Disney spark.
Yeah, like the spark, the heart.
It's like when McDonald's went from like colorful and being cool, and then now it's like awesome all gray and square.
And now it's like disgusting.
Exactly. But it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I don't think they'll go back to 2D animation. It takes too much time, and
well, I mean, with stuff nowadays, it might be a little bit easier.
But it does take a lot of money. Everything to be hand drawn again, like nah.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So, I don't think they'll do it. Another movie that's on hold, kind of in the realm of Disney still, Star Wars, the movie that's centered around Rey Skywalker is on hold. So it does not surprise me that that's on hold because nobody. Your reaction is what I see. It's like nobody likes her and nobody likes that she's a Skywalker.
Yeah, I think that was the thing that really, I think, gear. I mean, there was a lot of other things, but the thing that kind of like put the nail on the coffin was the whole, "Oh, I'm Rey Skywalker,"
Yeah.
and it's like you could have just, use your name
Yeah.
or whatever, or something else, or not even use the last name. But it is what it is.
But yeah, the other two movies that there are other two movie projects that they're gonna push forward, and they're gonna hold back on the Ray one. I just don't. I just think if they make it a Ray one, I don't think anyone's gonna go see it. I don't think people care enough for her to go see that movie.
It's still like a few people. But,
Yeah, no, you're not wrong.
but
And
it won't make what they're wanting to make.
I know.
Like
Yeah, that's
box
exactly.
office-wise. So
I think
there's
it's the
that.
same thing. But it is what it is, right?
No. I mean, they're probably gonna get the money from people going to watch these other Disney movies, and they're like, "Oh, we got."
It made so much money.
They're breaking box office records.
Now, something that does scare me
Squeaks.
is Batman 2. The Batman 2 is apparently going to begin filming in January.
Woo!
But the script will be handled this month. We recently on the podcast talked about the script being essentially dropped, rewritten, rethought about, whatever for the Batman 2. They're trying to get it perfect, and I get that. But if you're like, we're going to start filming here, we're going to get this handled. It's not even finished. It's not concrete. It's going to get handled this month.
Yeah.
I don't like that phrasing.
Why?
Because it makes me think that the script is not complete.
Or retouches and stuff like that.
But even then, retouches means it's not perfect. It's not ready. It's not done.
Nothing's ever perfect.
It's just handled. It's just taken care of. It's not done. It's not. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like we're gonna handle cupcakes, and then we're just gonna go buy cupcakes opposed to making handmade cupcakes.
Yeah. Well, you say you'd handle it. You don't gotta tell them what you do with it.
Exactly. Then that's what worries me, especially for the Batman. Like, a beloved character. It's like I want to make sure he's done correctly. People were like tossing turving on the Robert Pattinson version.
Or maybe it is the whole like they'll handle it as in like James Gunn is like, oh, I got some ideas to try and implement everything in together. So it could be just that.
It could be. I don't know. Also, speaking about James Gunn, he says Batman is is like the hardest thing, or he's like the most difficult. Yeah, is his biggest issue in terms of the DCU. So it's like saying the script is being handled for Batman 2, having the flood in the trailer for Superman, and it being his biggest issue. I'm like, maybe Robert Pattinson isn't the Batman in the DCU.
Yeah,
if that's his biggest issue, like maybe Robert Pattinson doesn't want to do this big universe, and he just wanted to do like his own artistic version of Batman. So it's like, I mean, it's your favorite character. I mean, how do you feel about Batman being handled, and then James Gunn being like, yeah, he's the most difficult, the biggest issue?
It's just trying to get the character right. Might be the biggest issue, and actor-wise too, because everybody's gonna. Oh, not just actor-wise, but look-wise. I mean, people are also just complaining about Superman's costume. It's like
people don't like the red on the outside, but it's like that was classic. OG. Yeah, that's OG.
And the other thing is, with the whole Batman thing, I saw someone talking about how obviously people are complaining that it's like, well, that's a stupid look or whatever, and it's like the reason it might not work. It's because if you look at Batman in the comics, that boy's jacked.
Yeah.
So it makes the look work. So he's like, they just need to get somebody big. But it's just, I guess it also depends on the design that they do, because it could also. The design can make or break the look, honestly. Even if you do like a bunch of what's that word? It's the concept art, like the concept art, because it goes through a bunch of different changes and stuff. Even if they go through that, the image that they make through the art translated to like actual clothing and stuff, it could not work, or it may not look right.
Yeah,
but it's just hard to like nail a look, honestly, especially with a superhero, because then people are like, well, it's not comic accurate, or like this or this, and it's just like you just can't please everyone, and it's
Yeah.
like you're just trying to watch the movie for entertainment.
Like with most of Batman, I think of Batman in the movies, and I'm like, most of the time it has heavy armor, has heavy like plating, has like shoulder pads essentially,
Mhm.
you know. And then I think of like other costumes, it's like most of them are skin tight, most of them are like on the level of Superman.
Or
Where most of his gadgets came from was a utility belt. I I couldn't tell you the last time I saw a Batman utility. That's what I thought. I missed that.
Michael Keaton.
I missed the yellow, like bright yellow utility belt. It had everything he needed. Or like Adam West has his shark repellent, you know, spraying on the sharks, like kicking the thing off the ladder.
Yeah, Michael Keaton.
Yeah,
Was
or
the
Michael
last
Keaton.
one.
Yeah, same thing. It's like I missed that. Like I don't, like yeah, in the new movies he looks cooler, but like
And that's what people want. They're like,
that but you know what I mean? Like I want yes, I do. If it's skin tight, he has to be a little bit bigger.
Mhm.
You know, but if he has that utility belt and he has like that a good symbol on his chest,
Mhm.
that's all it. A good cowl, that's really all you need,
Just make
buddy.
absolute Batman.
Oh man, Jesus! No, that's freaking
having that big
Alan
old,
Richmond right there,
having
or
the
Alan
big old
Richmond.
bat symbol. He's just like,
Yeah, yeah, that's Alan Richmond. They do absolutely. Yeah, that's crazy. But I mean, hey, he wants to do it. Just give it to him.
Have you seen Bane in that comic?
Huge.
Yeah, and he's not. That's not without the venom.
Yeah, I
I
know.
was like, that's insane.
The absolute comments have been some of the best. Like, not I haven't read any of them,
Mm.
but I've heard and seen. Like, even Wonder Woman's like the best Wonder Woman that's ever been written. Like, these absolute comments. And I've even told you, like off screen, it's like I want to get into those absolute comics. I've started to heard so many good things, and the writing and the characters and designs of everything. It's
Yeah.
way cooler. So I'm excited for that. But it makes me scared. Are you not scared for Batman?
Yes and no. I'm like, also, James Gunn. I don't know if you saw one of the interviews that he had. That he has like, 3 people from Guardians of
Guardians
the
of the Galaxy. I
Yeah.
did see that.
And the
Yeah.
interview's like, you're gonna get Drax, and I forgot who else she said. I think Chris Pratt.
Because she has Mantis. He has Mantis. He has Yondu,
Mm-hmm.
and then he has Bradley Cooper. I think.
Yeah, Bradley Cooper.
Like those 3 were the ones in the movie.
Yeah.
Or like on set. Are they in the movie?
No, they said they're in the movie.
Oh, they're in the movie.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know as what. No,
Or are
they're voicing they're voicing robots from the
Oh,
fortress.
that's what it is. That's
Yeah.
what it is. That's what it is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm like, what else is the robots?
That's what it was. Yeah, because I was like, I don't remember seeing. I mean, Bradley Cooper would be a face to put on the screen if he was there for real. But yeah. Oh, I did see Beast, the guy from X-Men Origins.
Yeah.
Beast. He was like opening a water bottle, and he got it,
Kinda-
and it made me think like, I wonder if he's also like a voice or something in the. Oh, he's
He's
freaking
Lex
Lex
Luthor.
Luthor. I'm an idiot because he had hair. He had hair opening the bottle, so in my mind he was involved. But yeah, no wait, yeah, never mind. I saw it. My brain like clicked. It's like, yeah,
It's like what he put on the glasses and boom.
yeah, that's what happened.
Clark Kent.
He put hair back on. I was like, oh yeah, no,
That's
never
a
mind.
secret identity.
But yeah, it's cool. I'm excited for Superman.
Yeah, I'm excited.
I think it's gonna be good. I don't know if it's gonna be like the best. How much money it's gonna make? Because people are kind of standoffish, especially after the whole DCU we originally had.
Yeah, they're like, it's not my Superman.
But with James Gunn's like run of his Marvel run, so it's like I'm hoping for good things for Superman and hoping for it to create this DCU. Also, I went to Walmart. I saw toys, different big monsters that he's gonna fight. I don't know if those are in the movie or they just made these monsters, but I'm like, there's like a Yeti at the Solitude of Fortress of Solitude. There's like a big Yeti thing, and then there's like this big orange monster. I'm like, we can get a lot of kaiju. I have no idea what to expect.
Yeah, I was telling Aaron at work about the Superman trailer, and I showed him the Peacemaker 2 trailer.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Who's that?" And I'm like, "Oh, that's Hot Girl. She's in Superman."
Yeah.
And he's like, "She's hot." And I'm like, "Because she's Latina."
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
And he's like, "That's why."
It's Dora the Explorer.
Was she?
I'm pretty sure that's Dora the Explorer.
I don't know. I haven't even seen that movie, but I've seen
I
that
haven't seen it either.
I've seen that one clip where she's like,
Michael
"Can you
Peña?
tell me that?" Yeah.
Can you
like,
say Huevo? It's like
And he's like, "Who's she talking to?"
you good?
Yeah, I've only seen that clip. It's hilarious.
Yeah, it is hilarious. Honestly, I'm not opposed to watching it. I kind of
I
want
kind of
to.
want to watch it because not only is it Michael Pena, but you also have a Honey Derbez.
Oh, I didn't know he was in it.
He's in that movie too.
Oh, is he Boots?
No, I wish he was, but he's not. He's I guess one of the people
Yo,
helping.
he would kill Boots. He would. Not
No.
kill. Not kill. No. I bet
And
he
going
would.
R-rated.
He would do the role really well for Boots. That's what I bet.
He murked that baboon.
You were quick on it.
It's-
That's great. Next topic I have is that the Silent Hill.
Wait, is it what video games?
No,
Or-
it's a movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're still movie
Okay.
topics. Is that there's a sequel movie? This is gonna be a third installment.
Wait, third?
Coming
was two
to
movies already.
January 2026.
I thought there was already 3 movies of it.
Yeah, so you have Silent Hill 1.
Mm-hmm.
That came out in 2006.
Okay.
And then you had Silent Hill Revelation.
Mm.
Yeah, it's a 3D movie.
Oh.
Yeah, during that big like 3D run.
3D run, yeah.
Yeah. That came out 2012. And then this one's gonna be the third one. It's
Oh, okay.
Return to Silent Hill.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I thought there was 3 already.
Yeah. No, but no.
Mm,
But honestly, I'm not super excited for it. What would make to be fair, I don't know what it encompassed. To be fair, I mean, I just know it's coming. But after seeing Silent Hill F, the video game, it makes me really want them to make a Silent Hill like Japanese
Instead of
version.
that,
Yeah,
mhm.
yeah. Like I know that's not what it's gonna be. I know it's gonna be some woman or man who's dealt with some family issues who ends up going to Silent Hill and solving some kind of mystery, crime, or whatever, and has to deal with their own trauma.
Yeah, because I don't know if you remember of the first one, but was it an original character for that one?
I don't remember. It's been
Yeah.
so long.
I saw that movie once.
I
and
think I also saw
I
it
think I was
once.
like, eh.
I mean, the nurses stuck with me.
Not even. I think the only thing, like I mentioned, was the Pyramid Head ripping
Yeah,
that skin
Pyramid
off,
Head. Yeah,
that lady, and that's the only thing I remember from that movie.
I don't think I saw Revelations. I don't even know.
Like I said, I think I've seen clips of that movie, and I'm like, this was not the first
like,
one. And
yeah.
then someone's like, or on the titles of Revelations, like, they made another one.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
But so I'm not super excited, but man, just the idea of Silent Hill F going back to that, it makes me hope that the movie that they show us is also going back to this idea of Japanese horror. You know, because I think that would be really well done. I mean, I don't know. I know you haven't seen many Japanese like horror or even like suspense, like Parasite alone.
The Ring's a Japanese one.
Yeah, The Ring.
But again,
Ju-on.
never seen the original.
Yeah, exactly.
But I know some movies that are like traditionally set in,
yeah,
Eastern, I guess. Setting like that, they do a really good job with like horror or
because they don't hold back.
They don't hold back, and they have really interesting just like urban legends and stuff like that. So it's like they do have like a good roster of ghosts or whatever it is.
I'm surprised we don't have more horror movies about like the cryptids that we kind of know of.
Yeah, actually,
there's so many.
I've seen not for like cryptids.
I've seen
in here,
episodes
but, like,
of people talking about them and going to try to find them or whatever.
Yeah, like documentaries and stuff like that. Yeah, but it's like I've seen some shows, Japanese shows, and they'll show off some urban legend of like, there's this one where it's like a lady that asks for like walking in the rain. She'll ask like, oh, can you share your umbrella? And after you're like walking with her, she'll grow like tall, and then she'll like eat you or steal your soul or something.
Yeah, like one I saw recently is I know when I was there they were working on the documentary, but again it's a documentary, not a movie.
Yeah.
We're DFW area. We're in Texas. Apparently, there's a bridge around where it's called the Goatman's Bridge.
Oh, that's.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I had looked it up, and apparently the stories that they tell, from what I like, did my research because me and a coworker from GameStop were talking about it once, and she mentioned all that, and I'm like, oh, so I was curious, and then obviously I looked it up, looking it up on TikTok, YouTube, and most of the time it's like, well, that bridge that they talk about, it's not the actual bridge, and also around that time setting that they said, none of that happened during that time period.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay.
There's a lot of he said, she said kind of thing. But what are all the stories? It's all he said, she said.
It's also like that. What was it someone said? I don't know if it was. Anyway, it was like a quote saying that, like, if you talk about something and you get people to believe in something, at some point it manifests into like a reality.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I totally agree with that. So, but that's how I feel about the Silent Hill movie. I mean, we're also getting a Resident Evil thing, or not? Yeah, so like more Resident Evil game. So it's like the movie comes up.
Another continuation of Raccoon City.
Another movie. Okay, this is one of the things. Okay, it's another movie coming out that's getting a sequel that I'm excited for. We do this all the time because of anime. I don't even know where that went. My brain went somewhere, but I'm over here. New movie coming out.
Yes.
Harold and Kumar.
What the heck?
Harold and Kumar is getting a sequel. It's gonna be the 4th movie.
What the heck?
Yeah,
I've
crazy.
never seen those movies.
You've never seen any of them?
Never seen
Oh,
those
you
movies.
need to. They're hilarious. Again, my family quotes so many things, and I think that those movies. I think the first one has like a quote that we all say all the time. I cannot remember off the top of my head. No, is it probably inappropriate? I can't say it on camera. Yeah,
Yes.
probably. But those movies are hilarious. I mean, the first one they're going to the White Castle.
Yeah.
The second one they're getting out of Guantanamo Bay. The third one it's Christmas special, and then we have a 4th one. And apparently John and Carl are gonna come back as reprise their roles as.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I hope so.
But it's cool. I mean, we're getting like scary movies getting remade. We got
Oh, that one's a remake.
yeah, well, I'm saying like we got a lot of these like
Old movies.
old comedy movies coming back, like scary movies, Spaceballs, or now Harold and Kumar. Like, it's making me excited for these comedy movies. Get more comedy movies in theaters because I don't really see big comedy movies in theaters anymore.
Actually, yeah. Now that you mention it,
Yeah, right. Like
It's
they're
either,
most of the time
like-
on streaming.
yeah, it's either like horror,
Mhm.
a thriller,
Animation. Family.
family. What's the last family movie?
Well,
No, that's not a kids movie.
I think a Wild Robot.
Wild Robot.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say like not like animated or something.
A last family movie that's not animated?
Mhm.
Ooh.
Like Marley and Me.
Ooh.
I know that's super old, but
I know. I'm
I'm trying to
I don't know.
but it's
I don't know.
either action, horror,
Yeah,
this
action
or
for
this,
sure. Yeah.
but like family still counts though. But
But back then there used to be a lot
I
of
feel like there was
comedy
more
in
comedies.
theaters. Yeah.
I think it's just because of
They don't
like,
make a
trying
lot
to
of they
figure
don't make a
out-
lot of money in theaters.
well that and like they're like, well, we can't do certain jokes. now.
That is also true.
So
yeah.
it's like, why risk it out there and it bomb tank and then it's just like
Yep. No, you're right.
so
But
it's really
to-
hard to do that.
I mean, Spaceballs is coming to theaters. I hope Scary Movie comes to theaters, and I hope Harold and Kumar comes to theaters so we can all just watch a good, funny, crazy movie in theaters.
I like Spaceballs. Rewatching it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you rewatched it?
Yeah, I rewatched it like literally the next day.
Mhm.
But yeah, he was like, yeah, be ready for Spaceballs 2, the search for more money.
And some actor news that I saw is that Dave Bautista is apparently eyed to star in Roadhouse.
Interesting.
Yeah. I mean, he
They're
has the
making another one?
yeah. No, yeah, I knew they were making another one. Am I excited for it? I'm excited for Jake Gyllenhaal to come back. You know, he did good in that movie.
Yeah,
Is
it's not
everything
his fault,
around him-
The
I-
fights. The,
Yeah, it's that whole CGI thing to fill in those spaces. Kind of puts me off. I'm not super.
Well, at
excited
least it
for
was
that.
CG instead of AI.
You're not wrong, but it's to fill in those spots. And
Yeah.
it's like, why don't you just extend
Or like
fully?
make it blend good, because most fights is like here and then all of a sudden it's like
No, it's
like,
really
it's
it
like-
was really just the beginning Post Malone fight that really caught me, and then I just noticed it throughout the movie.
Mhm.
If that first one was good, I don't think I would have, but because the first one was so noticeable, I was
It
like,
was,
okay, like, it's tough.
lol.
Like I remember when I was watching that movie, and then I pulled you to the side and be like, look at this, like look at this punch, like it's crazy, you know. But to have Dave Bautista in there, someone who's, I mean, to be fair, Conor McGregor is trained in fighting, but he is a fighter, not actor. Now we're having Dave Bautista, who was a fighter turned actor, and he knows that world, so it's like that's dope.
Mhm.
Now, is it going to be the same story? Roadhouse isn't that much of a complex thing. It's just a bar, people fight in this bar, and that's about it.
Yeah, he's just gonna be there like, I'm here
You know.
to take over.
Yeah. So it's like, is that really all that's going to happen? Or maybe Yakuza? Maybe he's like something big gang around, you know? So I don't know. But I wouldn't mind seeing Dave Bautista in it.
Mhm.
I mean, Roadhouse 2 comes out, I'm watching it.
Right.
You know, I already watched the first one, might as well just keep going.
You watch the second one.
Huh?
You know, because there's old Roadhouse.
yeah,
and then
yeah,
new
yeah.
Roadhouse, so they're
I watch a lot of movies. Okay, that's why I have all the movie topics. But another one that's crazy.
Another one.
Okay, this one is crazy. That John Bernthal.
Oh yeah, I saw
John
it earlier.
Bernthal is reprising his role as Frank Castle,
It's
the
confirmed.
Punisher, in Spider-Man, brand new world, a brand new day, brand new day. That's crazy.
Yeah.
The Punisher and Spider-Man.
How much you want to bet they're gonna tone him down? Like majorly. We gotta make it. Instead of shooting guns, he's gonna have water guns.
My thing, I don't think he's even gonna fight. I think he's gonna capture Spider-Man and kind of give him his ideology when it comes to crime and justice and all these things. When it comes to like bad people, you know, he might be that person to be like, don't hold back. These people are criminals and treat them as is. But then Spider-Man kind of, you know, they conflict, and then maybe they have a little squabble. But then obviously Punisher, you know, takes him down. But that's all I think is gonna happen. I don't think we're gonna ever see him kill anyone. I don't think we're gonna see him fight really, just with Spider-Man. What do you think?
It's like it's with Sony, so they might show some blood.
Or like do you think
the Craven?
He sees him about to assassinate someone, and then Spider-Man stops him because he thinks he's.
Yeah, I mean,
do you think that's more possible?
That's more possible. For him to be like aiming at trying to kill someone.
But it just kind of sucks that it won't be as good as Daredevil Punisher on that rooftop, though.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah, I would not. That would not. I love that the scene in the cemetery when they're talking and he's like sweating and he cries, but like John Bernthal was like, "Why you gotta cry on my scene?" I just love that.
He's like, "No, I was sweating." It's like, man, these guys are better acted than I am.
I love that conversation that they had. But this is crazy news.
Yeah, I saw it earlier from your guy. That but I saw that he was like, it's like an official confirmation that he is coming back into the thing. I was like, yeah,
I was super excited. Like, what is this movie gonna entail? Like, are we gonna see him even see the stuff that happened in Thunderbolt? Like, it's in New York. That's where he is. Like, are we gonna get any kind of or is he just helping people and then he gets shadowed and then that's it?
I don't even think they're gonna mention it.
You don't think so? Man. But they have to acknowledge the stuff that happened in Daredevil for Spider-Man. Because John Bernthal can be like, what the hell is wrong with you? Kingpin's trying to take over the city. What the hell were you doing?
Well, same thing could be said with Frank. I was like, why wasn't he there to help him?
Daredevil? He's in Daredevil.
No, like Frank, did he help Daredevil take down the Kingpin?
Okay, I'm very bad. We are both bad that we have not seen it.
Oh, okay.
We both haven't seen it. We both haven't seen it because I've been waiting on you to finish Daredevil, but you're over here rewatching like 2 different shows.
I'm not rewatching
and 2 different animes. You just said you were rewatching Yu Yu Hakusho and Dragon Ball.
Yeah, but I'm not rewatching it because it's
you need background noise. Yeah, and you want to watch those shows.
No, I need to
sit down and watch it.
Yeah, because I used to watch it on Tsunami and I would miss like 4 episodes to get to where I was.
Yeah, I need to watch Brave New World, but I've heard so many things.
Brave New World? You need to watch Brave New World?
I keep seeing Brave New World. Born Again, I need to watch. I've heard all the spoilers for it, and I haven't. I've
only seen one scene.
Him and Punisher do work. It's not the ending fight work, but it is work. You know, so.
I just saw one scene from that show.
Which is?
When he breaks the dude's leg.
Ah, okay.
It cracked me up. It's just like, it was super random. It's like, oh, he's holding back against other people. And it's like this one dude, literally both knees into the thing.
Does it make you excited for the Spider-Man movie?
It kind of does. I can't wait.
Yeah, you're a sucker for John Bernthal.
I'm excited now, but I was like intrigued either way. The Spider-Man movie, gonna want to watch it anyway. But I wish they wouldn't have said anything. It's like Daredevil when he popped up in
the first time.
Just, what? But yeah,
that would have been crazy. But it could be again a ploy to get people excited for the movie.
That is true.
Because there
hasn't really been nothing for it.
There's a lot of questions.
Yeah,
a lot of like step back. You know,
and now there's even more questions.
What happened with No Way Home?
That doesn't matter.
What?
That doesn't matter no more.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
John Bernthal's in. Who cares?
What are you talking about?
That John Bernthal's in it.
Why doesn't No Way Home not matter?
Because the central point is that John Bernthal in it. Anything else can go out the window.
Oh, okay, that's what you're saying. Like, who cares now? We got Punisher.
Yeah.
But like Punisher even connects to like I said, Daredevil, which Daredevil connects to
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man? No, it's MCU. That's what I meant. Like the MCU. So it's like, okay, I know for sure, 100%. Spider-Man is connected.
Mhm.
But it's like just seeing everything else, like that's the effects of Spider-Man. And do you think in Spider-Man Brand New Day, do you want that same suit at the end of the scene, or do you want a brand new suit?
I want that suit.
You want that suit?
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
It's really good. It's a really
It's
good
great.
suit.
My last two movie topics are pretty sad. They hurt me as a movie person.
Mhm.
So Transformers 1.
I saw that.
Transformers 1, great freaking movie.
Yes.
Probably my favorite Transformers movie since the first Transformers 1. Maybe. So because Transformers 1 didn't make a lot of money,
Boo.
there are no plans for a sequel. And
That
the director said, Josh Coley, he says, I wish I had something to announce, but I do not. What I've been told that is Paramount Animation is not interested in making a sequel. That's what I was told. I wish we could. I have ideas too. So it would be cool. It would have been cool. We'll see what happens. You never know.
that's also true. Because it's
I
like,
don't. It's always the studios.
where it's like it could be like no, and then boom, another one. Like Space
Mm.
Odyssey 2. Did
Yeah.
you ever thought they were gonna make a second one?
Never.
Exactly. So
Heck, I didn't know they were gonna make a history again.
that is true.
His
That one
other
kinda was like,
movie.
boom.
Yeah.
But yeah, I saw that. And then funny thing, right before I saw that, I saw the clip of Megatron whenever he was like slowly descending into. It's like so good. They were like, man, what's the actor's name? Tyrese.
He's the guy in Transformers
Is the
or
guy-
Godzilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it what? Yeah.
He's in
Bullet Train.
Godzilla. Yeah. Bullet Train.
But
Tangerine.
they were like, man, his back must have hurt for carrying this movie, and I was like, dude,
But
all hit the scenes just like of him progressing with anger was just so good. And then at the end, he's like, "Oh, Megatron!" And
everyone
as he
did good in that
rips him
movie.
apart.
Yeah, that's so like
Freaking Chris Hemsworth did a really good job. I didn't even realize it was him until
Bumblebee did a great job. Freaking Keegan
he's like,
Michael Key.
Bernazatron.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
So
So
good.
he had the vibe of Bumblebee, and then when
Bumblebee.
he got his blade, it was like laser sword. He just cutting people up like
He's
crazy.
like, hey, look over.
Soundwave, amazing. Like he's like, ooh, hold on, calm down.
Yeah, they were
Like, we're
already...
not following you. It's like, okay, follow her. It was great. It's so good.
It's really good.
That movie is. Did I give it a 10 out of 10? I think it was like a 9.5. Or maybe I don't even know if I reviewed it on Letterboxd.
I actually don't. I don't think you did.
Or maybe I wrote it down in my own things. But yeah, that movie is really, really good.
Yeah.
Like,
If you're looking for good Transformers movies, Transformer 1.
are you looking at me or that?
Both.
If
If I could, I'd be like a little chameleon.
But yeah, no, it's sad that the sequel's not gonna happen. The sequel's not gonna be a thing, especially for a movie so good. You know.
Yeah, the funny part of that movie is like, and it just
Oh yeah, watch this.
and then just.
That's great. It's good. It's such a good movie.
It's really good.
It's sad that the sequel's not happening because it didn't make money. But like Sinners, probably best movie of the year so far, and yet it hasn't made as much money as some of these other movies that were nowhere as good. But it is what it is. Money, it's where the money goes. I'm sorry I'm boring you, but yeah, it is.
Crazy.
It's sad. My next sad topic is apparently Chinese studios are planning AI remakes of kung fu movies like Bruce Lee's Fist of Fury, Jackie Chan's Drunken Master, Jet Li's, and Once Upon a Time in China, and so on.
Boo.
I don't even know what they mean by AI remake.
It could just be like AI.
Whoa.
What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know. Flip table?
Yes.
Oh, snap. A snapping point. The snapping point. That's good.
I am blank.
Okay.
Go on.
I'll take. I just don't know. Like, what's a remake? Are you just redoing the movie? It's like what we talked about before. It's like, why don't you just do a 4K release of the movies?
It could just be doing that because I mean those pictures are like what from 80s,
brother.
40s.
Bruce Lee's are brother. But yes, you're correct. Yes.
But because obviously those films have, you can tell it's like it's grainy. You have that grainy.
Yeah, it's on film.
So it could just be that. It just could be
Just
like
to
doing
clean
like
it up?
yeah.
Not worth it.
Because 4K, even if it is 4K, you still have that grainy look, right? Because of the real.
Yes.
But I think like it could just be that. Them removing that thing and having like essentially making it look modern.
Mm-hmm.
But
I hate this.
yeah,
I hate it. I would not want AI to be involved in the process unless you're using it as like ideas in the brainstorming situation to come up with ideas for things. But when you're coming to writing, reanimating, or like remaking movies, no, I don't want nowhere to do with it. I'm not gonna give it any money. Drunken Master is one of my favorite, probably my favorite Jackie Chan movie of all time. Not gonna watch a remake. I remake. I just rewatch the movie, and it's glory. You know, why would I want to watch that? Because what are you remaking? Visuals, the audio. Like, what are you doing?
one would assume all.
Yeah, so it's
Just to
like,
make it
but
look better.
when you remake a movie, it's different from remaking a game. You know, like I'm thinking like Resident Evil. But where's a remake of a movie? And then I take How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah.
Not AI. There's nowhere AI there. But it is picture in picture the exact same movie. So it's like, do that if you want to do a remake, but it's like you don't need it. You could be like, oh, it's to keep the movies alive and re-release it in theaters. You know, have the Chinese people watch it. But it's like, again, put the original out. The original, just go get it, go buy it.
It could just be the other thing of the newer generations. Just
The attention
it just
span.
looks too well. No, it's like it doesn't look as good as most things nowadays. Like crystal clear 4K, 10K.
And my last movie topic that's teetering on the live action video game topics, Elden Ring, the live action. Apparently, the director is on his 7th playthrough
Yeah, I heard
of
that.
Elden Ring, and he says it's not that you get better. It's more like monkeys and typewriters. You keep doing it, and eventually one day they're dead. Because muscle memory, you'll die so many times at some point you'll know and get it, and then you'll kill them. And then you freak out, you go to your next box and do it all over again. You know. But I'm so happy that the director is actually playing and getting involved in the game itself. He said some stuff about it, like this boss is easy. He says Millennia is hard. He played Dark Souls, so he knows this world of the Odin. So it's like, thank you for informing me that you know what you're doing, and when you go into this live action, I'm excited to see what you come up with. And the way things look, and the way things sound, and the way things are fought. He's adding rolling. He might even add the freaking solo her guy as a joke.
He might.
He likes summons. He does the summons for people. Got to see that probably in the game a lot, or in the movie a lot. I don't know, but it makes me happy that he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
God of War kind of scares me because he tried playing it. He can't use a controller, so he doesn't know a lot. He better watch someone who played it. But I haven't heard it. That makes me scared because now it could ruin Kratos with one of the best characters in gaming. What do you think about him playing Elden Ring?
Really good. The fact that he's willing to give it a try. And those games are not easy. They take a lot of trial and error, like how he's saying.
Yeah.
So kudos to him for sure. Trying to get everything down. So I have more. What's the word? I have more respect that he's actually playing it to try and, like you said, try and get everything down correctly to make sure that it's good. Hopefully, good enough for the people that play the games.
If you're doing any kind of video game adaptation,
do research.
Play the game. Watch it or play it. Regardless,
if you watch it, be there with that person instead of a YouTube video. That way, at least the person who knows the stuff that knows the things about the game while he's playing it, he can tell you oh, this person is this or that.
And even then, the games are done, and you're higher up there. You could probably shoot the voice actor a message, and just being like, "Hey, I'm casted. I want to show ask your thoughts in the sense of what mindset did you put yourself in to get the character down, things like that.
Mindset. I need money.
But you know what I mean. Just questions. Ask questions. The world is out there. The stories are there. The characters, depth. Books, everything. There's so much to it. Do a little bit of homework.
Yeah.
Like the girl for Fallout. She played Fallout. She played Fallout 3, New Vegas, and 4, I think.
I think so. One of those 3.
Yeah.
But she even said that she herself was not a gamer.
No.
Her brothers were You need to play these
But
games
that's
type
fine.
deal.
That's totally fine that she's not. At least she delved into the world a little bit. She kind of got a feel for the vibe.
Mm-hmm.
That's really all you need.
Yeah.
Fallout doesn't change a lot until you get to the story. It's a big twist turns. But it makes me happy that a director is kind of putting in the work to understand the game and understand the world, which makes me think it's gonna be better. Okay, video games. Do you have any video game topics?
I have one.
Okay, what's your video game topic?
The Capcom Spotlight Showcase.
Oh, that's not even the topic I thought you were gonna bring up.
Oh,
I told you to write another one and you didn't write it down. That's fine. I'll talk about it.
Okay. But yeah, Capcom Spotlight Showcase happens. It's gonna happen on the 26th of this month, and
Next week?
yeah, and they're gonna be showcasing obviously more information for Resident Evil 9
Dope.
and Pragmata.
Oh, and Pragmata.
So they're gonna be showing off a little bit more details and some rumors going around. Obviously, it's for Resident Evil. They're hoping that when the showcase, this one happens, more info gets revealed. Hopefully, demo goes live. That's what people are hoping.
I know.
No.
If you see any sort of evidence that Leon in this game, the internet is going to break.
That's the other thing. People are like, they did say another playable character. Mm-hmm. It's like, it'd be perfect if it was Leon.
I know.
Just because of the fact that
fits.
Going back.
It fits. It fits in the world. It fits where she is. The timeline, it's there. It could work. Because it's not Chris.
No.
Maybe Jill. I don't know where Jill is.
Yeah.
But I know Leon is there.
Yeah, like the three people that were there was literally Jill, Claire, and Leon.
Yeah. I don't see Claire doing it. Because I feel like Claire would probably be trying to figure out what her brother's been up to.
No.
No?
Because they were with each other at Resident Evil Death Island.
Well, I'm thinking about what Chris has been doing with 7 and 8. You know how he's been doing this weird thing with his new crew?
Oh, yeah.
So I'm thinking Claire is trying to figure that out. Like, what the hell's happening? Is this even Chris? Like, kind of thing. Mm-hmm. Conspiracy. That's why I feel like she... Because the whole time Chris has always been, like, the military guy. That, like, boulder punching Chris. So she's never had to worry. But now with this, Chris has been on my radar now of, like, he could be a villain. He knows so much. But, like, why? I think Claire would be doing that. Jill and Leon, I can see them both kind of being involved in this new game. But I think Leon is the more one and probably more favored one to be involved.
People really want him. He's
want him.
A fan favorite, like you said. I did see a video. It was like, Leon, if he isn't the new one, he was like, Leon in Resident Evil 9 be like, he's 50 years old and he's like walking slowly. The minute he sees a zombie, he's like suplex, like nothing,
suplex, and then he's like roundhouse kick. Yeah,
like he never lost his edge, but it's freaking hilarious.
Yeah,
but yeah, because they did say when people were playing the demo behind closed doors, they were like, yeah, there are stuff for somebody else, like another secondary player.
Yeah,
but it's not officially confirmed. But again, it would make sense to have Leon.
We haven't had it in a while. We haven't had it in a while, but if they do have a second character playable, would you want it to be another co-op opportunity?
That would be interesting,
right?
especially with the announcement of you being able to go into third or first person.
Yeah.
So that would be an interesting take. I do like the fact that they're giving you that option though.
Yeah.
Because first person, you're getting that feel from 7 and 8.
Yeah. Which is the newer
feel, and it makes you. What's the word? It has made me feel more like claustrophobic, especially with 7, because you're in the house.
Yeah.
I have gotten obviously more scared there than I did Village. Like, yeah, it was like a little like, oh, like
we can
tense,
go outside,
but I can go outside and be like, Papa. But then you can go to third person, and it just goes back into the whole like Resident Evil 5, 6, 4. So you get that like, I don't even know, action, I guess.
The only thing that kills me I'm glad they fixed it, but man, fixed cameras are a pain in the butt.
Yeah, it was. Running zombie here, let me run this way.
But with the remakes for
cameras, like, oh nope,
zombie. But the remakes for 4, 2, 3, like at least now they have like free range camera motion. Yeah. So that's great. But like, would you want co-op in the Resident Evil?
I wouldn't be opposed to it.
I wouldn't either.
But
I think it'd be great.
It'd
be great for us on the channel.
Yeah. I was gonna say if they do decide to do like a co-op thing, I'd rather have them remake 5.
Ooh.
Have that RE5 remake then they can bring it back.
We don't know
and
that
fix the freaking split screen.
we don't know that they're not doing that. We stopped at 4 was the last remake, so
Mhm.
I mean 5 is the next one up. So
It is, but it's just been a lot of rumors with the remakes,
Mm.
because it's like, oh, Code Veronica remake, which I'm not opposed to it either, but Resident Evil 5, it's one of my other favorites as well. But along with the whole Resident Evil and Pragmata like showcase thing, they'll also be showing more info on title updates for Monster Hunter
Monster Hunter,
Wilds
I saw
and Street
that.
Fighter 6.
I didn't know about Street Fighter 6.
So they'll be announcing more stuff, and obviously with Monster Hunter, it's the Legaia Chris,
Yeah,
or the
that'd be great.
Legia Chris, or whatever it's called.
Now, something I want to talk about, I told you to write down, is that one of your boys is coming to one of your favorite games, Sparking Zero.
Oh yeah,
Shallot.
Shallot.
Shallot is coming to Sparking Zero.
Yeah, one of the ancient Saiyans.
And isn't that crazy?
That's insane. Also,
It's
the fact that
super
he was a
wild.
secret DLC.
Yeah. Yeah, when it cut to like the title card of all the DLC things, like yeah, he was the secret DLC character. And it's like I feel like but it's weird that he doesn't have a Super Saiyan form.
They might not have wanted to show it.
Maybe not, but it's also the thing that Shallot kind of learns from everybody and gets everyone's abilities. Doesn't he?
Non-canon, yes.
Okay, yeah,
That's
okay.
that's
yeah.
you adding the things, but in
In
reality,
the game, yeah.
But in reality, he just has that one move. Which
Yo, that's so dope. the key blast and then punching the blast
Yeah.
is so cool.
Yeah.
Realistically, it does nothing to it because I feel like you're just punching light, really.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost cooler than Broly's like mouth blast. But to have Shallot in Sparking Zero, I think opens the door to so many different like things they can do now
If they want to.
They're
like Xenoverse.
Yeah. It's true. But I mean, Shallot could be in Xenoverse.
He could. And I'm surprised they haven't added.
Honestly, I haven't either. I'm not surprised either.
It's been like 10+ years and he's still not there.
But watch him be like, "How dare Sparking? We're gonna add Shallot and all his forms." So I'm kind of excited. Or his brother. Shallot has a brother too, no? Even though it's his twin brother.
Yeah, I forgot his name. Oh, Giblet.
Yeah, so it's like add Giblet, But I digress. But it's cool. It's cool to see Shallot.
Yeah, it really is.
We only see Shallot on the phone game.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's where he exists. You would assume that's where he will forever be.
Yeah.
But to finally come out and be in the game, I think
to be in a
main roster
game, essentially. Yeah.
I think that's really cool and really dope for them to do. My next video game topic, something I thought wasn't gonna happen, but it is. Donkey Kong and Pauline are getting an amiibo.
No surprise.
I'm not surprised, but I thought the whole amiibo thing was gone. Like they didn't mention anything about amiibo capabilities on the Switch 2.
They're trying to bring it back. They're like, hey, people are already buying this $80 game.
It's
$30.
This is $24.99. But it's just kind of like I thought they were done with that. I thought the amiibos were a big chunk of money.
Well, you say that, but then they were releasing them for like Monster Hunter Stories 2 and then Fire Emblem 3 Houses, and that was like later in the life cycles.
There's no 3 Houses.
Yeah, there is.
If you're thinking about Byleth was.
Oh wait, that's Fire Emblem. That's Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, but Byleth was a Smash Brothers.
But you could also use hers on 3 Houses.
You could, but I'm saying 3 Houses itself doesn't have one. Smash Brothers has Byleth. Yeah. Get it right. But again, amiibos coming to the Switch 2 world, it's like that's really all it is, It's really all about the money. It's just another form of people collectible, going up. Donkey Kong, Pauline on the back. What do you think about Pauline being in that game?
Doesn't really affect me. I haven't played Odyssey or anything. It's whatever.
Yeah, I don't care either. I think it's weird. I'd rather Diddy Kong.
Have you seen people call Donkey Kong's first transformation in Gear 5?
Oh, really? No, I have not seen that.
Someone was like,
I'm surprised it's not like grade 8 for him.
Yeah. Someone was like, we got Gear 5 Donkey Kong before GTA 6.
Yo, my wife cracked me up when we watched that trailer of his transformations because she's like, Ostrich just can't fly. Why is he flying? And then the other one being a zebra. It's like zebras don't run that fast. To freaking walk on water and be Jesus. Jesus. So like.
Again, you gotta suspend the
disbelief. Okay.
Yes. It's a
Cool sentence.
Yeah, it's
Period.
what is he? He's a monkey. No, he's an ape.
An ape.
But he's with some chick, some little child.
Pauline, yeah. We has no idea who she is.
Harambe 2.0.
Yeah. But yeah, I just think it's weird that Mimi was going back. I didn't think they were, and now they are. They're here.
Interesting.
Yeah. Another one, probably sad news for you, is that Sega said that Persona 4 Revival will not release before October 2026, which most likely means that it'll come
That's fine.
or 2027.
That's fine. Gives you more time to play other stuff.
Our backlog
huge,
games.
yeah.
I just want to bring that up to you. That the Revival might not come out for a while.
That's fine. Gives it time to polish it.
Now, something else that was unannounced, really, is that there's an unannounced God of War Greek project in development.
Yeah, God of War 3.
There's already 3.
No, it's not. There's God of War 3. Ragnarok.
No, there's God of War 1, God of War 2, God of War 3, God of War Ascension, God of War The Chains of Olympus.
Mm-hmm. But that's the Greek one.
God of War, yeah, so there's already a God of War 3 for Greek.
Oh, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, this is a Greek project.
Greek project.
God of War Greek, which means we're going back to the original project, like the original mythology.
Do you think it's gonna be the third one for this new one? But him going, but that wouldn't.
See. Now you're thinking about what. Now you're reacting how I reacted. I'm like, what? A Greek project for God of War?
Because supposedly
he killed most of them.
And didn't he get the entire planet flooded, or that side, or
I
whatever?
don't remember fully. It's been a long time, but I do remember. Man, yo, he done murked everybody.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, what?
Then he jumped into the sea.
I don't know what you could do. You know, at that point.
I honestly don't know. What else could you explore?
I don't know.
He already fought all the Titans. He went to hell.
Well, we never played Ragnarok, so we don't know what happens at the end of Ragnarok.
That is true.
We don't know if he murked everybody in Norse. He could freaking go down the line of freaking next mythology. You know, Chinese mythology has some pretty crazy characters.
Yeah,
League of Legends. I played League of Legends, so I know a lot about their mythology.
I don't think they do that one.
They won't.
I never sure Norse was like the big thing that people wanted after Greek.
Yeah.
They just got some really interesting gods.
But to be fair, it's like I just again I don't know what you would do. Now a lot of people were happy and excited that Ascension had a multiplayer option. Maybe that could be what it is.
But to what though?
I had no idea. It could only be a multiplayer game. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I have no clue. But to have God of War go back to Greek doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Because that story, in my mind, is done. You know, so it's like, what do we do? What's next?
Yeah, honestly, don't know.
You know, because we don't know. We haven't played Ragnarok. We got to play Ragnarok.
What if it's remastered of the originals with 2016 graphics?
Like a remake?
Yeah, there you go, remake.
Oh my god!
Like that those graphics like with
That's the unannounced God of War Greek project as a remake for the original 3.
Originals.
That would be crazy, dude. That would be really nuts.
Yeah, especially that game will be because 2016 was violent to a degree, but I don't think it's
nowhere
as
near
brutal as the other ones.
Yeah.
So yeah, seeing that in
he has a kid now.
4K glory.
He can't be that violent.
Yeah, but it's pre.
You know, we were talking about Resident Evil remakes, and I was like, "Where's my Devil May Cry remake? Oh, my Devil May Cry remake." You know, for that. But yeah, you talking about God of War? It's like that's definitely possible.
Well, don't you remember? I mentioned it last time about Devil May Cry.
Yeah, but I'm saying like, I was just thinking about that now. Again, talking about Resident Evil. Now back on God of War.
Did you got to pressure the director?
The director
for Devil May Cry.
He's
like, hey, do it.
Do the game?
Yeah.
What does the director have to do with the game?
Because he's the one that doesn't want to do it because he has to modernize all the outfits and stuff. Yeah. That's the only reason he's like, too much stuff, too much work.
But you talking about God of War remakes? I mean, that could be a thing. That makes me excited.
Could be.
Before, like literally the beginning of the clip or beginning of the topic, end of topic. Yes, give it. Now the last topic I do have, in terms of video games, the hot topic. Everyone is talking about it. Is collector editions versions of games are not having the games or included in the collector.
How many games?
I have 4.
Okay.
But I mean, they are not the only ones. I know there are more to have it. So the 4 I have are, like I said, Dragon Age Velguard,
Mm-hmm.
Doom Dark Ages Helmeted Replica Edition, Mass Effect Legendary Edition, and Borderlands 4.
Didn't Eternal do the same thing?
I don't know what.
Doom's
No,
Doom
Doom Eternal had the game.
did it? Oh,
Yeah,
okay. I thought it
yeah.
didn't.
But that's the collector's edition I have.
Oh, okay.
But it came with the helmet and a bunch of other stuff and the game.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
The Doom Dark Ages collector's edition with the statue has the game, but it's just a statue. Where the first collection had a helmet. The helmet collection for Doom their Dark Ages does not have the game. There's a lot of Doom in there. Did I confuse you?
You did. So
Okay.
Doom
Doom
Dark
Eternal.
Ages. No,
No.
forget that. Forget that. Forget Doom Eternal. So
Doom Dark
also
Ages
Doomsday.
collector's edition with the statue
Mm-hmm.
as the game.
Okay.
The Doom Dark Ages helmet replica
Mm-hmm.
does not have the game or anything. It just has stuff. It's like
It's just the helmet?
$180. Yeah,
But it's just the helmet.
just helmet.
So there's no stuff.
Like, you get like a patch and I think a magnet.
Do you get the patch and the magnet with the other thing?
Yeah, you do get a magnet and something else for the collector.
Nice. So just buy both.
But that's the whole point. It's like the fact that this edition doesn't have the game.
Well, the other thing could be it's like they're just selling the helmet by itself. Like
Yeah.
those Rangers helmets.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, there's not that many games with it. But anyway, but they could just be having it like its own collectible at that point. It's not. It is a helmet for. Why am I saying Doomsday? Doom Dark Ages, but it's just the helmet collectible for it.
Now
it's like if you were to buy a Big Daddy helmet from BioShock.
I don't want to grow, but yeah.
But it's something for the game. But it's like obviously it's gonna be separate because it's made by a
Now
different company.
the way I went into this was kind of hot. It is a hot topic. Me and you are probably on the same boat. I'm okay with the collector's edition not having the game.
Yeah, that's fine.
Because they split it. So the collector's edition is not as expensive as it could be with the game. Because most of the time, the game included in the collector's edition is the highest version of the game.
Yeah.
So with a game being $150, I would take $150 for a collector's edition. For the best version of the game, give or take another 100 or so. So the whole thing would be $250, which is a little bit more of a, ooh, I mean, if I can put money towards it, that's fine. But all at once, it's pretty steep.
Yeah.
You know. But if the collector's edition is $150, fine. And if I can get the $60, $70 game, I'm more fine with that. Yeah. You know, than I would be the vice versa.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, I don't hate this. You know, people are tripping about this, but the people that are tripping, I'm like, you're probably not getting it anyway. You might not.
And if it's done in the past, why I think this one is getting the most attention?
Exactly.
Is it because of what's his face said that?
It could be. He is talking the most. He is very loud. I understand, and I get his passion, and I love it. I mean, I have the tattoo. I have most of again. We talked about Godzilla. Shelf 2, Borderlands. It's what it is. You know, I mentioned the game. That's what it is. What it is. But I'm okay. You know, I'm getting the game and I'm getting the collector's edition. It's what I love. It's one of my favorite franchises of all time. You know, so it's like people tripping about this. It's like they've given you control on what kind of version you can have. You know, they've shown you what this cool stuff is. You know, when statues have lights, if statues are bigger, they're a bit more expensive. This is still $150. That's not even that bad of a collector's edition. No. I've seen collector's editions go for like, we just looked at the Sonic Crossworlds collector's edition.
Yeah, that one's like what, 2 something?
It was over 2. Yeah, it was 2 over 2 something. And I was like, that's crazy.
It's because of the statue.
The statue.
You're mostly paying for that statue.
Exactly.
That's what it is.
Yeah, most of the time. And it's like, for that 150 one, I'm getting the statue. Pretty cool. You know, so I'm not hating on it at all. I'm just mad that everyone is be like, oh, this one game, how dare they do this? It's like, well, this is becoming a regular thing. You know, and they're giving you more control. If you're a fan of the game, you're probably going to get the collector's by all means. One thing that does piss me off that I'm not for, I have 3 games written down: God of War, Spider-Man 2, and Horizon Forbidden West. Those threes had collector's edition.
Yeah.
And they're great collector's. The Yorknir edition, you got Thor's hammer
Mhm.
and a bunch of other stuff. Spider-Man 2, you had a statue of Venom fighting Spider-Man and Miles Morales, and a bunch of other stuff. And then in Horizons Forbidden West, you had that big elephant, big elephant. You know what they gave you? And they gave you steelbooks. You know what they didn't give you?
The game.
The game. They gave you digital editions. Now, if I'm buying a collector's edition, I'm getting physical.
Mhm.
And I want the physical. It's what I got the collector's edition for, so I can have it on my shelf. If I just have an empty case on my shelf without the game, what's even the You know, it pisses me off more if I get a digital edition of the game
Mhm.
and I get an empty case. Then just give me the game. Give me the case. Just give me the base game of whatever. Standard edition. Fine. I'll buy the deluxe edition upgrade or whatever.
Mhm.
But to give me a digital edition for when I get the collection edition irks me more than removing the game entirely and then giving me a collector's edition. Thoughts? You buy more collector's editions than me, so I want your thoughts on it.
Good question. So I mean, all my collector's edition I've been lucky have all had the physical media for it,
Mm.
so I haven't really had any like issues on it. But I mean, I guess given the option, no, I think I'd agree with you. I'd rather get the collector's edition, be able to get all the stuff, and then at some point later buy the game,
Mm.
like whatever edition. Especially games like Borderlands that have multiple tiers of
Mm.
said game. If I can just get the base game and then have everything else, I mean, I'm still paying less than what I would have.
Yeah, like if you see it, you want it, you could get it.
Yeah.
But like for me, like I'm gonna get the highest version of the game.
Mhm.
You might not be that big of a fan. I know you're not. You're not as big as me.
Crazy.
Dude.
I have all the DLC also.
What?
I have all the DLC also.
Yeah, but you bought that because that day we decided that we were gonna do it.
Not for 1 and 2.
Yeah, because 1 and 2 had already come out a long time ago.
Exactly.
How are we gonna have a discussion about that?
I'm saying I bought the DLC for 2. I bought it as it came out. I didn't buy that one like.
Yeah, you said I haven't played the last DLC before this.
I played it.
With Lilith?
Lilith.
Where's?
On my game files.
Okay, no, it's crazy.
Yes, it is.
But Borderlands, yes, collection edition. You agree with me that you'd rather them be in separate, 2 different entities. Collection edition, no, and then the game itself, because I might get the higher version than you, give or take. Monster Hunter, you always get the up version. I always get the
possible,
basic version.
I'll get the up.
Yeah, so it's like that's what we do.
Yeah.
When it comes to physical games.
Especially like you said, being a fan of that thing, I am gonna get the collector's edition. Would I be upset if I had to pay like say $200 for it, and then the game's not in there? Yes, but at the same time, it's like I got other cool stuff.
Exactly. We're collectors. We're nerds. We like stuff.
Yeah.
Yes.
At least it's for us, unlike scalpers.
Yeah.
Who are legit buying it just to like upsell stuff.
Mm-hmm.
At least we're like buying it to collect this for ourselves.
Exactly. Like that. Once I get that robot, he's gonna be probably right here.
With your other army of claptraps.
He's not a claptrap though.
Yeah,
An Echo. He's no.
Is he not?
He's not a claptrap.
But he has the eye.
But he's not a claptrap.
If he has an eye,
he's like an Echo 8. I think that's his name.
Yeah, claptrap Echo 8.
You're dumb.
No. You're wrong.
Yeah, people are just scrutinizing this idea, but it's like I don't think you guys understand how much money this is saving you. To also, again, you're probably not buying the collector's edition. You probably just see it's like, oh, how dare they, selfish, greedy, things. It's like, no, they're kind of making it cheaper for us.
It's on Xbox too, right?
Yeah.
Half the people complaining are probably going to display it on Game Pass, but I had to purchase the game.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, you did like 5 times. Okay, but that is the end of our episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, you are a true nerd, and thank you so much for your love and support. If you want to continue to follow us, there are all of our social medias down below in our description and in our bio. Please give us a like, comment, and subscribe, and we will catch you on the next one. Latest.
See ya.